That previous chapter turned out to be quite surprising. We return with more Soulcalibur VI Libra of Soul. Now begins Chapter 4, Biding Time. We searched for Groh and Azwel at the bottom of the ravine for hours upon hours, but found no sign of either of them. Sir Groh. I knew he was concealing something, but that? What other conclusion could there be? He's an outsider. But he despised outsiders. There has to be more to this than meets the eye. Perhaps. Still, remember our purpose, Dion. If he is indeed an outsider, I will not hesitate to strike him down. We must report in and request orders on how to proceed. Fortunately, one of our agents operates out of a nearby town. We head there immediately. Yeah, now we're at the 4th chapter of this little story. A new astral fissure. When we arrived at the organization's hideout, we were greeted by a nervous Azwel agent. Something wasn't right. After a short hushed conversation, Natalie turned to me. We're leaving now, Cyprian. The 3 of us hurried out of town. An astral fissure has been sighted just north of here. We need to deal with it before it can grow any more powerful. Others have been tasked with locating Sir Groh and Azwel. Let us make haste. It's all we can do for now. But I wonder if we are close to the end of this little journey. Who knows? A berserker appeared from the astral fissure. Its familiar voice causes Dion to falter. As we get closer to the astral fissure, a berserker appeared with a roar. Exterminate outsiders. All outsiders. Was this one of our own? Were they struck down by the cursed sword? It is no longer human, so its past matters not. We'll exterminate any who have lost their humanity. Ready yourselves. And ready ourselves we shall, because that's all we can do for the time being. Man, I'm already flipped out just by thinking about this. And yeah, if you wonder there's noise because there's a fan that I'm using to keep my obsolete Mac cool. And this guy does not hesitate. Come on, seriously? Okay, I'm gonna have to play this really seriously now. And yeah, he even does chip damage now. And I die. Okay, gloves come off now. I tried, honestly, I tried. Because, yeah, I'm worried now for my Mac because, yeah, every time I use it, the temperature goes up. That's why I always got to make sure it's turned off whenever possible.
Battle 1. Fight.
That got him. Nice. Actually getting better at this. I forgot, it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, this guy not only plays rough, but also feels rough. On my honor as a soldier, you're done.
This is it! Farewell!
I had to do it.
Need help?
And that at least takes care of that. Jeez, that was nuts. In the end, you could not remember that you were one of us. Dion, you know as well as I do that those creatures are no longer our comrades. They are monsters possessed by a single unquenchable desire, mindlessly moaning empty words, illusions of the past and a nightmare for those still living. Our purpose is to purge the world of anything that does not belong, like this astral fissure. Do not forget that. You're right. I reached for the astral fissure. Dion and Natalie's eyes trained on me. Its power flowed into my body. We are done. Time to head back to town. And it thankfully did not take us that long.
Your soul surges
And
in
we
your
gained
body.
3 levels from it, since now we're at level 37. And our story still reaches the end. Bad news and blades. Bad news was waiting for us when we returned. Azwel lived. It seemed impossible that anyone could have survived, but it was the truth. According to our intelligence, Azwel was seen meeting with his followers. He delivered the message to them. 2 months from now, when the moon is full, the ceremony that shall save humanity shall commence. His followers have already begun moving. They appear to be heading to Ostrheinsburg Castle, where the ceremony will no doubt take place. From what we have learned, the castle is located on a ley line, but it serves as a focus for spiritual energy. In 2 months' time, during the full moon, the stars will align to their yearly high and the natural energies will reach their peak. Natalie fell silent with a grim look on her face. Next to her, Dion let out a sigh. So he intends to tap into the power of the heavens and the earth? How could he have survived? I thought this man an imposter at first, but this plan has Azwel written all over it. However, if he is alive, then there is hope for Sir Groh. Dispel such thoughts, Dion. Even if Groh is still alive, it is likely he has become an outsider. We have no time to waste searching for him, and when next we meet, we will likely be forced to kill him. If the aim of this ceremony Azwel spoke of is to create the ultimate seed, then the situation is grim indeed. We must act without delay. I agree. We need to rally together to put an end to Azwel's machinations and stop him from bringing about calamity. The only time we'll be able to locate Azwel for sure is when he's at Ostrheinsburg Castle for the ceremony, so that is when we make our move. Natalie and I will return to HQ to prepare. Under normal circumstances, we would demand you accompany us. We were tasked with keeping an eye on you. However, we owe you much. So what do you wish to do, Cyprian? I think it's time we would search for another astral fissure. There is yet no word of another fissure. I won't be blunt. We're desperate for your help. Will you assist us in our battle against Azwel, at least until the next astral fissure is found? I was worried about what would happen if he created the ultimate seed. I could also feel that I would be fine without it for some time. I nodded in assent. Thank you, Cyprian. When we are ready, we will send a messenger. Until then, prepare well. As the tune disappeared from view, a voice spoke from behind me. They have finally left, I see. It's Soulcalibur. Where a moment ago there was nothing, there stood Soulcalibur. Do you believe you can defeat Azwel by cooperating with Azwel? I remember Groh driven mad by the immense power of his manifestation, and how even then he proved ineffective against him. Zasmo clenched his fist, shaking his head softly. I do not wish to say you cannot win. In fact, it is quite the opposite. There is indeed a way to defeat that lunatic. Cyprian, you have absorbed the power of a multitude of fissures. I believe that you have gained the strength to be able to resist the astral chaos. The strength is the key to victory. Did being able to resist its influence mean I no longer need to rely on its power? I asked Soulcalibur if he knew. That is correct. You no longer have reason to fear for your life. It still seems you retain your ability to absorb astral fissures, though. I feel a weight lift from my shoulders. However, Azwel was still a problem. I asked him how I could defeat him. Listen very carefully. As you have probably already heard, Azwel will be performing the ceremony soon. That means he has been able to create both the cursed and spirit swords. However, there are still mere imitations and can be destroyed by the true swords. Without them, his plan will end in ruin. Both the true spirit sword and the true cursed sword have disappeared from this world and are trapped in the astral chaos. It would be impossible to retrieve both, but just one would be enough. Someone of your strength could reach into the astral chaos and claim one of the true swords as your own, in theory. He pointed at me. However, there is something you still lack. Whichever sword you seek, you need to bind yourself to it to retrieve it from the astral chaos. Simply put, even though you possess the power to retrieve them, you still lack the ability to find them. To strengthen your connection, you must do battle with those whose fates are already entangled with them. Finding those with knowledge of them will strengthen your connection to them. Then once you're bonded with the swords, you should be able to summon one from the depths of the chaos. Know that when you call for a sword, the one that most resembles your soul will appear. Until it is in your hands, it is unclear which sword will choose you. This is the only way to beat Azwel. Only you can do it, but that doesn't mean your success is guaranteed. Even if you claim the sword, you may not have the power to wield it. And do not think for a second that Azwel will sit idly by while another plots his ruin. If Azwel proves stronger than you, you will die. It would be a great pity to see your life taken away from you, just as you have reclaimed it. I thought back to my conversation with Dion and Natalie. I was ready, and now I knew how to stop Azwel. I looked Solomon in the eye and nodded. Low odds or not, what other choice did I have? Go. By now you should be able to sense the true swords. See strong warriors linked to them. So I guess this means we now gotta seek them out. We gotta seek out the warriors that are connected to the sword. And that means one thing. We have to head here, sensing the spirit sword. But we also gotta battle those that are connected to it. And if it means I have to fight, then so be it. Fine, let's head here. And it means I gotta do battle. Yeah, we're at this point in the game, but we're near the end. But we still have a long way to go. A long way that is not a pleasant way either. Wait, why am I backwards? Time to knock it down. Let's see you try it twice! Getting real sick of that! And I die, which means I lose my chance of getting further. That just outright sucks.
Now lays here to rest.
Yep, my expedition failed and I didn't waste that much in gold. We arrive at our destination. I ran into a young girl named Tira while walking along an old forest path. She spoke in a strange manner and told me she was being followed. Yeah! Looking up, I spotted a slender young woman peering down at me from her perch atop a branch. Never seen you before. You don't look like you're following us. I asked if she was alone, but she ignored me and continued her monologue. You know, I was just starting to get a little restless. She nimbly jumped down from the tree. The name's Tira, and I'm so famished I could die. Have any snacks for me? Tira held both her hands out. I took some bread from my pack and handed it to her. Thanks, you're the best. I've got just one more favor to ask, hey? She looked at me and her eyes brimming with anticipation. As soon as I answered, a group of men appeared. The guys were good. I didn't notice them until they were nearly upon me. We've been looking for you, Sir Johnson. The man who spoke appeared to be their leader. He seized the young lady and took her metal ring from the tree. "No, stop it!" He turned to leave, still holding Tira captive, then called back to his associates. "No witnesses." Guess I got no choice but to save her. Yep, now I gotta work together to save Tira, and she's a DLC character. Why do I have a feeling that I'm gonna be wasting money on a season pass just to play the other characters, including 2B from Nier Automata? Ow! That's one. Now I gotta take down the other. And I gotta save her too. And I die. Guess that means I gotta fight them again. But they're like level 39 and I'm level 37.
Now lays here to rest.
And I die again.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Yeah, don't do that. Ow. Yeah, that hurt. And that takes care of you. Get wrecked. With my attackers defeated, I looked around for the man who had taken Tira. He and his prisoner were nowhere to be seen. As I searched the air, I noticed what appeared to be a trail of breadcrumbs. Looks like we now know where she's at. Survey. They took her and now we gotta find her. Not a fleck of moonlight broke through the tangle of branches over here as I made my way through. And I think I'm gonna need that. Follow the trail deeper and deeper. Was this Tira's doing? Yes. Before long, an old odd-hop-class castle came into view. We crept through it, scanned the area for danger, and spotted several sentries, all of them dressed like the man who had taken Tira. Oi, you! What do you think you're doing? Guess this journey continues. Yes, the fight is on now.
Battle 1.
And a 2 out of 3, and he's using the Asteron style. And he hits like a freight truck. That did it. Come on, dude, you're not even trying. Yeah, if he's mad. Jeez, that gotta hurt. Oh, jeez, he actually hit me with an unblockable?
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, keep guarding. And that should take care of you. That's what happens when you decide to guard crush. Luckily, I hadn't drawn the attention of anyone else. As I subdued the sentry, I demanded he tell me everything he knew. They didn't tell me nothing. I'm just one of the bird Apache's hired lackeys. What brings you your revenge? Did they kill your family or something? You're being offered a pretty penny to take them down. And it doesn't matter, I guess. This is just one night out of many. Whether you're after probably ain't even here. Though the castle was a hideout for this group of assassins, which means that scream I heard was Tira. I knocked him unconscious, tied him up, and rolled him into a thicket. I had to sneak in the castle without being seen.
Your soul surges in your body.
Nice, now we're level 38. The castle was one of the Bird of Passage's lairs, but only silence filled the gloomy halls. Something was not right. Opponent attacks have multiple damaging effects. Fresh blood-stained corpses were scattered through the castle. All had been disfigured in the same way. Their eyes were gouged out, and strange symbols were scarred in their flesh. The gruesome sight and loathsome scent made me recall the scream. Was Tira okay? I climbed the staircase, proceeding further into the castle until I eventually reached a large hall. Oh my god, this is actually going to be scary. I remained silent, but he continued, but he must have thought I was one of his own. Listen, report of the Archaeopteryx. Acer Drossel, she... Acer Drossel? That name sounded familiar. Ever since she used the evil sea to escape, she's been hiding in Eastern Europe. Though she changed her name and feigns normality, the same blood boils inside her. The blood of a butcher of human flesh. She tore her farce family to pieces. She's come back to... She must be caged again. No her false name, it's Tira! Tira! Before he could finish, a giant metal hoop dropped from above and cleaved him in two. Ugh, that's gross. You took ages. I've been waiting for you. Remember how I said I had another favor to ask you? Want to hear it? Sure. You're hilarious. Okay, listen up. I'm gonna dye you red. Okay, Tara, seriously, you have a problem with me? If I have to knock you down, I will do that.
one.
Yep, it's a level 54 Tira. And she hits like a truck. Yeah, this is actually my first time battling her. Yeah, got the hit. And got her. If I end up beating her, this is gonna be a real laugh. Okay, now you're trying to flip me out, lady.
I'm not satisfied yet.
I gotta admit, I really do like her voice acting. Oh dear, this is gonna hurt. Or not. I try to do a critical edge to fail. This is good.
Final battle. Fight.
Can't rely on guarding too much. Ah, I almost had her.
The soul
Well, man,
of the
that was
warrior
brutal.
now lays here to rest. Battle one. Fight.
Got him word right, where it hurts. No.
Battle two. Fight.
No, now she's being relentless. Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy destroying you. Scream for me.
Oh dear.
Such beautiful. Right. Genocide.
On my honor.
Yeah, got her.
This is it. Farewell. Ready? All right. This. On my honor.
Yeah. did it! Actually beat her! Boy, but that good. But man, Tira creeps me out. She's crazy. Looking at me as though nothing had happened, Tira spun her ring and launched another attack. I'm not done playing with you yet. Show me the color of your blood. I just barely parried her blade in time. Its movements were difficult to predict, as though it was being controlled by more than one person. What part do you want me to gouge out of you first? Gotta be your eyes, right? Who cares? I'll chop you into tiny pieces. Tira spoke as though she had two personalities fighting for control of her mind. Was she possessed or was she just mad? Whatever the case, if I didn't do something quickly, I was in danger and being overwhelmed. I held off her onslaught while slowly backing into her room. Here, one weathered wall had partially collapsed. What's up, little mousey? Nowhere else to run? Time for the kitty to pounce on her prey. Tira flew toward me with her blades. Somehow I deflected her attack. You're really starting to annoy me. The wall in which Tira had embedded her ring crumbled and fell. Dragged along by the force of momentum, she went down too. Terrified that she might still be alive, I approached the gap and peered down. Neither Tira nor her weapon were anywhere to be seen. All I could make out was a single black feather falling gently down onto the debris. Yeah, Tira is one creepy dude. We acquire the title Bird of Death. And that is one challenge done. Yeah, we're now level 39, but I want to reach level 42. So I think we'll move on to this one. There's also the matter of this here, the Fading Light, as well as Soulcalibur, Echoes of Fate, Journey's Dawn. I got plenty of time for that. Let us head towards here, Schwarzwind Misfits. Arrive at our next destination. Walking along a metalled road, I encountered a group of young delinquents attacking a merchant's horse. Let's get to that done. What are you doing? Stop! We recognize the crest you roll, lapdog. You're bleeding us dry and getting fat on what you take from us. Because of you filthy merchants and aristocrats. We commoners don't have enough money for food, but you know we're reasonable people. You leave this carriage and your cargo here and we'll let you escape with your life. How dare you, little thugs! What do you think Nah. Shut your trap, you dirty miser! Enraged, the two knocked him unconscious. I had to intervene. What, you here to save this guy or something? In that case, you're an enemy of Schwarzwind. Schwarzwind? You mean Siegfried? No, that's Siegfried Stoffen. Was he part of the group known as the Schwarzwind? Yeah, I haven't heard of Soulcalibur much in a while. But it never hurts for me to figure out all about it because, yes, this game actually pretty much serves as a reboot. They're trying to start over. And yeah, only medium attacks work. Yeah, only medium attacks are effective in this fight. Not high or low, medium. And I also gotta make sure to do more Delta Rune. Yeah, part of me really wants to maybe try Undertale sometime. And you're done. Goodbye. Goodbye and good riddance. The two men who called themselves members of the Schwarzwind put up quite a fight, but in the end I was able to incapacitate them. As I contemplated what to do with them, I was approached by a group of 3. I'm sorry to trouble you, but would you mind handing these 2 fools over to us? The likely leader of the group, a young woman, stepped forward to introduce herself. My name is Salia. Those 2 men are former comrades. After leaving our group, they've been causing trouble and sullying the good name of the Schwarzwind. We came here to put an end to that. They're idiots, that's for sure, but I'm to blame for not keeping a tighter leash on them. I intend to take them back and ensure they get a proper punishment, so if you wouldn't mind. I agreed and stepped away. Thank you. I apologize for the trouble they've caused you. I was curious as to what kind of group they were. When I asked her, she quickly looked away. I'm grateful you didn't take the lives of these men, but our group is a separate matter altogether. If you truly want to know more about us, then you'll have to come to our headquarters. The young woman proceeded to tell the location of her group's base of operations, then carried away the 2 unconscious men. It's all about doing what is right to help people. And now we move on to this, Blood and Fate. We face against Ivy! My sword whispered that someone unique was near. I suppose that was you. Just yesterday, I accepted a job from the army of Wolfkrone, a small nation between the Holy Roman Empire and the Kingdom of France. They wanted me to hunt down remnants of the Covenant shield. Among my orders, I found a document describing a woman wielding a strange sword. Apparently, she called herself Ivy. So Wolfkrone is moving against the stragglers and malfested trash, I see. They're certainly wasting no time. And you? You must be the bounty hunter they hired to deal with me. I have had severed all ties with the Night and Demons. Then again, I doubt that you'll accept that that my past transgressions will be forgiven so easily. I stared at her in silence and she smirked. I suppose this is the fate of those who dance to Soul Edge's tune. Very well, Hunter, claim your prize if you can. We fight her! Ivy, aka Isabella Valentine! And in the Soulcalibur series, she's also known as the daughter of Cervantes de Leon. Yeah, one of the antagonists of the Souls games, who was actually one of the first wielders of Soul Edge, until he died and was reborn again, that sort of thing. Okay, so you're telling me only soul charge attacks are... Oh, I see. I need to build up the gauge. Okay, I'll have to build up my gauge then. Let's go. And ring outs are disabled. Ah. Okay, that was a dumb idea. I can't be guarding so much. I gotta attack.
I won't retreat.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack right at your butt, Ivy. No. Not even an unblockable would work. Hold on one bit, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Ow! Really? You whacked me for this? Oh boy. Yeah, keep doing that. You're gonna end up guard breaking, or didn't you know that? Ow! Really? Okay, I'm just gonna have to kick your butt at round 3.
Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, get whacked. Ooh, what did that tell you? Oh dear, not good.
Enjoy your treat.
Jeez. Can we be right in saying that I just kinda hot?
I won't retreat.
Oh, that stun.
All right, to victory. All right.
Oh dear.
I won't retreat.
Not again. Yep, I'm dead.
Enjoy You're free! Give it up already!
And I'm dead. Seriously? The only way you can beat her is by using soul charge attacks. That means you gotta build up your gauge, and then once you deal enough, then go all out against her.
Battle 1. Fight!
Not so fast! You're finished! Dang you!
Play! Come on now!
Be gone! I won't!
This is gonna be messed up if I don't beat her. I almost had her though.
Good!
Yeah, that got her great. Yeah, get wrecked.
I'll make you submit! I'll make you submit!
Why did I not guard? It would have worked, but
You're free! Give it up already!
yeah, like that, see? You dare try to beat me with your back turned? Lady, you got issues.
Grant me victory!
Oh my god!
Final battle. Fight!
Is that it?
I won't retreat!
Come on now! I'll make you submit!
And I'm dead.
Enjoy your treat! Give it up already! Submit!
Let's do it twice! Yeah! Thankful that is done. Sheesh, Ivy. Damn this curse upon me. Perhaps death will be sweet release. Ivy was desperate, and desperate people are doubly dangerous. As I watched her warily, suddenly her sword transformed into some sort of whip. It coiled around her as if it had a mind of its own, shielding its master. But what was this anguish I saw in Ivy during our fight? And how could her sword writhe like a living thing? Who exactly was she? While uncertainly clinging to my heart, I couldn't bring myself to strike her down. I lowered my weapon, choosing words over weapons. Bow your sword. Through alchemic study, I forged the weapon in the hopes of destroying the cursed sword. However, inside it lies a great darkness, life bestowed upon it from that accursed blade itself. The blood of the cursed sword flows through my body and blade, binding us as one. My fate is tied to it as it is tied to me. Ivy stared at the blade, her eyes intent. She spoke of it like it was part of her as I pondered how to respond. I felt the earth tremble before me. She raised her head. A dust cloud rose in the distance. A large number of mounted sonars were heading right for us. They carry the flag of Wolfcrone? That young region truly is determined to sweep every last malfested from Wolfcrone's soil. Ivy's blade eagerly responded to her will, curling back into a solid sword. No more denying the truth. If half of me still wishes to defy fate, then the other half must endure it. With that, Ivy turned and sauntered away. She walked with poise, dignity, a haughty and aloof queen beyond approach. Damn, she's a hottie, I'll give her that. That fight really was a tough one, I swear. Let's end our expedition. And we'll take one more. Yep, it's time for us to head here. But, nah, I'll pretty much save it for the next part. We still have to do this, and I want to grind a little bit more off screen so that way I can prepare for the battles ahead. Hopefully when I do, I'll be ready. So that's going to be it for this next part of, well, Soulcalibur VI Libra of Soul. I want to see it through to the end. I hope you guys can stick around for it. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click on the bell. I will see you guys next time. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. I got me to grind now.